Hey, you know it wouldn't be me if I didn't bring you this news about Neo. Obviously, I have to do it because you look at this stock and it's taking off. In the last 2 days alone, up 30 freaking percent, 31%. Are you kidding me? Um, Over a 3 day period. So it's crazy news. Obviously, I've been selling you Neo since $2. Okay, I've been selling it to you, and just saying, you'd be a pretty wealthy person if you invested in it. But we'll talk about the news and why it's up and see if it's even still worth buying right now. Because again, this thing shot up quite a bit. So is it worth taking a look at? We'll see. So obviously, to look at that first, you want to look at the news. You want to look at the news. What's the issue? Well, here's the big news. Holy freaking crap. JP Morgan has given this a price target of $40. Oh my gosh, stating that we expect Neo to be a long-term winner in the premium space among Chinese brands. So they expect that Neo is going to be the overall quote-unquote winner in terms of the electric vehicle market in China. That'd be wild. It should be wild, wild stuff. So the firm believes the market in China is not a winner-take-all, but sees rising tide lifts all boats scenario. So everyone will benefit, obviously, as there's more, really more push towards electric vehicles, which I get, but they see Neo as kind of the winner. And I think it's fair to say that because they are the most well-established. They are well-established compared to their competitors. So, and they provide a decent product. If you look at reviews and everything, they provide a good product. And this obviously piggybacks off of the most recent sales data, which is incredible, by the way. Incredible stuff for November, where they delivered 4,700 vehicles, which is obviously a record. Holy crap. But you can see the chart down here, how good that is. That's quality numbers here. So, overall, a 133% year-over-year growth. Deliveries were 3,200 ES6s, 1,482 ES8s, and 16 ES6s, which are the newest model, which, by the way, are just in backlog still. So the fact that this delivery backlog exists is quite amazing. So for the total quarter, they delivered 12,200 vehicles, which beat the consensus of 11,000 to 11,500, which is 154% growth year over year in terms of deliveries. Holy crap. And again, that is EC6s are just now rolling out. I think demand will be pretty good for them. And I think it will take away from the ES6s. I think it will. But the EC6 is a good looking vehicle. I think once they finally start to get these built and shipped out, it'll be good. Backlog should be good on it though, so I think the future is very bright. And overall, the Chinese vehicle sales rose 12.8% in September, which is pretty good, which is up 11.6% in August. So again, there's a lot going for this company right now that is really benefiting it. So obviously a really bad first start of the month, but then recently things have been very good. Very good to see. So they expect a very good October as well. So I don't necessarily know what that looks like, but I think there's potential. Could be a potentially pretty good year as far as auto sales, as far as where they end up. So, it'll be good to see. I'm excited. So my comparison, obviously, it's unfair to do this, but again, you talk about where this thing's at. In terms of market cap, trading at a market cap of around $39 billion. And if you look at in terms of annualized revenue, we're probably talking somewhere based off of the numbers that they're putting up. You're talking somewhere around $8 billion in revenue potentially. So, based off $8 billion in revenue potentially this year, well, I think there's still plenty of room. You're talking about a market cap of $39 billion, but actual revenue of $8 billion, not even, you're not even 4 times, or really over, a little bit over 4.5 times the valuation there. I don't think that's bad. I think EPS is the line that matters now, honestly, because I think they've got this car thing figured out. But I think there's a lot of potential there, because if you look at a company like Well, I know it's not fair to compare them because Tesla is a lot more established, but Tesla trades at a market cap of $414 billion, by the way. And I did want to bring up that they only have a potentially trailing 12-month revenue of 25 billion to 26 billion. And if you look at that, I mean, you're talking about nearly 15 times the valuation there. But for Neo, you have around 4.5 to 5. So valuation wise, I don't think Neo is completely overblown if you're talking about competitors that are in the space, because there are a lot of competitors in the space that are just way, way, way overblown. You bring it to a company like Nikola, which has $0 in revenue, and that thing's valued at billions of dollars as well. So I think the field as a whole is pretty overvalued, but I don't think that Neo is necessarily overvalued if you compare it to the market as a whole. I think in general I would call it overvalued compared to normal stocks, but I think for the market that it's in, I don't think it is. And I think a $40 price target is pretty crazy, because I thought this thing would be at 10 by the end of the year, and it's now completely over surpassed anything I thought. It shot up way higher than I thought it would, but I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm not upset, and I think there's a long road ahead actually for Neo. So I think you hold on to this thing. I don't think you're wild to buy at these levels at all. I don't think you're crazy if you do it, but I think you hold on to this stock and just let it ride out and see how you enjoy your life. So hope you enjoyed this and you have a good one.